Where's your picnic blanket?
On both channels.
Oh. Were you here last time? Oh, okay.
Good evening. Good evening. Just a reminder, there is no smoking in Arkwright Stadium. Restrooms are located in both field houses at the ends of the field. Fans are asked to use trash cans throughout the stadium. Please put all trash in receptacles at the end of the game. Fans are asked to please do not stand on the cement wall around the field. You block the view of those behind you. Concession stands are located in each field house, and all proceeds from concession stands benefit the Wadsworth High School Marching Band. And fans are reminded that no food or drinks are to be brought into Arkwright Stadium.
You can't bring food in the stadium?
Sports programs are on sale at the Booster Club store at the south end zone. That's the scoreboard end of the field. Again, sports programs are on sale at the Booster Club store at the south end zone. Stop by the All Sports Booster booth at the scoreboard end of the field. They offer an amazing variety of Grizzly apparel and gifts. All proceeds from the Booster booth benefit Grizzly athletics. Check out the new styles and the new stock tonight.
Add it to my list.
Support Grizzly athletes and possibly win several $100s or more. Buy a 50-50 raffle ticket from salespeople throughout the stadium. The 50-50 drawing will be announced at the end of the third quarter tonight. Again, support Grizzly athletes and maybe win several $100s. Buy a 50-50 raffle ticket. We would like to send a special thanks to Giannino's Pizza for our press box food. Visit Giannino's at 138 Akron Road here in Wadsworth. That's Giannino's Pizza, a great supporter of Grizzly football. We would also like to thank Tailgater Sports Pub and Grill for press box food. Visit Tailgaters here in Wadsworth at 469 College Street, just west of this football stadium. That's Tailgater Sports Pub and Grill. Great supporters of Grizzly football.
Okay.
Tonight's senior halftime show will be a performance of 3 songs chosen by the senior band members. Then stick around after the game to see the full band show performance with special lighting effects. You aren't going to want to miss this performance, and you'll need to find a seat immediately after the game because the stadium lights are going to be turned off. So if you're leaving, you need to exit the stadium right away. If you want to see the band show, get on the home side of the field and get a seat quickly because we're going to turn the stadium lights off and we'll have special lighting and special effects.
Don't worry, man. Are you sick when you take pictures of you? You just tell me.
My friends.
Oh my God. Because I need you to be with me. I love it.
If you own an Acura, you're going to want to hear this announcement. There is a black Acura, license plate number GPP 5580. Your car is parked in the reserved parking area, and it is running. Never good.
They text me.
Again, a black Acura in the reserved parking area. License plate GPP5580. Your car is running and you ain't there. Welcome, Grizzly fans, to our Senior Parents Night. The Wadsworth Board of Education, administration, staff, and student body would like to take a moment to recognize our seniors and their parents. We appreciate your years of dedication and sacrifice to the Wadsworth Grizzlies football team, our school, and athletic programs. The flowers tonight were provided by the Wadsworth All Sports Boosters. Thank you, Boosters, for your continued support of our athletes. Now for the introduction of our cheerleaders. Molly List, escorted by her parents, John and Renee List. Molly plans to attend college to pursue a degree in nursing. Sarah Magyar, escorted by her parents, Steve and Polly Magyar. Sarah plans to attend the University of Mount Union and major in exercise science. Brianna Perkins, escorted by her parents, Brian and Dana Perkins. Brianna plans to cheer in college and major in business. Lauren Phelps, escorted by her parents, Jim and Brianne. Lauren plans to study nursing at Kent State University. Olivia Porubsky, escorted by her parents, Lance and Angel Porubsky. Olivia plans to continue her college education at Southeastern University to pursue a bachelor's in global education, then travel the world as a missionary. Lauren Sieber, escorted by her parents, Chris and Janice Sieber. Lauren plans to attend college and major in diagnostic medical sonography to eventually become an ultrasound technician. Kendall Smith, escorted by her parents, Greg and Amy Smith. Kendall plans to attend college to become a physical therapist. Gracie Swank, escorted by her mother, Renee Swank, and Scott Shalero. Gracie plans to pursue a career in the health field. Drew Jones, escorted by his parents, Bobby and Krista Jones. Drew is a 2-year letter winner and plans to go to college and pursue a business degree. Will Stack, escorted by his parents, John Stack and Jen Martin. Will is a 3-year letter winner and plans to attend college and earn a business degree. Liam Russell, escorted by his mother, Julie Russell, and the late Aaron Russell. Liam is a 3-year letter winner and is undecided in his plans for after high school. Travis Graham, escorted by his parents, Mike and Rachel Skunza. Travis is a 2-year letter winner and plans to join the United States Air Force. After basic training, he plans to attend Kent State University, where he will participate in the Air Force ROTC program and study to become a pilot. Parker Ross, escorted by his parents, Mike and Lauren Ross. Parker is a 3-year letter winner and plans to study business in college. Luke Ryder, escorted by his parents, Dave and Lori Ryder. Luke is a 3-year letter winner. After high school, he plans to pursue a career in the construction or electrician trades. Tyler Probst, escorted by his parents, Matt Probst and Stacy Pappas. Tyler is a 2-year letter winner and is undecided in his plans for after high school. Carson Bucks, escorted by his parents, Kevin and Brandy Bucks. Carson is a 3-year letter winner and plans to continue flight training. Aiden Valentine, escorted by his parents, Tiffany and Dean Testa. Aiden is a letter winner and plans to attend college and study pre-medicine.
Go ahead.
Nate Metzger, escorted by his parents, Chris and Tony Metzger. Nate is a 3-year letter winner and plans to attend Stark State College to major in accounting. Ryan Keaton, escorted by his parents Ray and Tanya Keaton. Ryan is a 2-year letter winner and plans to attend college to play football and to study pre-law.
Go ahead.
Simon Kilker, escorted by his parents Dana and Chad Wolf. Simon is a 3-year letter winner and plans to go to college.
Slow down, he said. Stopping them to take pictures. Why do they take pictures? Okay.
Ivan Rains, escorted by his parents, Matthew and Anna Rains. Ivan is a 2-year letter winner. After graduation, he plans to go to college to study finance.
Wait. Go ahead.
Kyle Figure, escorted by his parents, Mark and Barbara Figure. Kyle is a 3-year letter winner, and after high school, he plans to attend college to major in business and play baseball.
When they turn around, go ahead.
Cade Roche, escorted by his parents, Todd Roche and Ann Roche. Cade is a letter winner. After high school, he plans to become a remodeling contractor and start his own business.
Go.
Casey Hill, escorted by his parents, Seth and Carmen Hill. Casey is a 2-year letter winner and plans to go to college and study business.
Go.
Sean Payne, escorted by his parents, Jeremy and Cynthia Payne. Sean is a letter winner and plans to continue diving through the Marines.
Go ahead.
Nathan Garcia, escorted by his parents, Richard and Jennifer Garcia. Nathan is a letter winner and is currently undecided about his plans after high school.
Go ahead.
Evan Crowley, escorted by his parents, William and Jennifer Crowley. Evan is a 3-year letter winner and plans to continue as a student athlete, majoring in education.
Okay.
Aaron Reese, escorted by his parents, Dan and Kate Reese. Aaron is a 4-year letter winner and will continue to wrestle at Campbell University.
Okay.
Christian Reed, escorted by his parents, Chris and Kelly Reed. Christian is a letter winner and plans to work for a masonry contractor.
Okay.
Max Hatfield, escorted by his parents, Grant and Ellen Hatfield. Max is a 3-year letter winner and plans to study business at Jacksonville University, where he will coach and compete on their shooting team in efforts to make the United States Olympic men's trap team.
Okay.
John Byers, escorted by his parents, Mark and Kelly Byers. John is a 3-year letter winner and plans to continue his education and baseball careers at the University of Akron.
Okay.
Noah Tefteller, escorted by his parents, David and Rachel Tefteller. Noah is a letter winner and plans to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, then return to study at Brigham Young University.
Okay.
Caden Shriver, escorted by his parents, Eric and Vanessa Shriver. Caden is a letter winner and is undecided in his plans for after high school.
Okay.
Braden Donahue, escorted by his mother, Samantha Donahue. Braden is a letter winner and plans to study sports business management in college.
We're going to take a picture.
Congratulations and good luck to all of our seniors, and they deserve a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we honor our senior band members who have shown tremendous leadership, dedication, and commitment to the Wadsworth High School Marching Grizzlies. Brad Baumgardner, escorted by parents Scott Baumgardner and Amy Flickinger, plans to pursue film, media, and music production after graduation. Alex Bozagar, escorted by parents Jim and Dina Bozagar, plans to attend the University of Akron.
Yes.
Johnny Burkhart, escorted by parents John and Kelly Burkhart, plans to attend Kent State University and major in aeronautics. Sydney Busen, escorted by parents Eric and Samantha Busen, plans to work in a salon as a stylist and attend college to major in English. John Byers, escorted by parents Mark and Kelly Byers, plans to attend the University of Akron to play baseball and major in pre-physical therapy. Noah Casey, escorted by Michael and Rebecca Casey, plans to attend the University of Akron. Rocky Kleitz, escorted by parents Michael and Mia Kleitz, plans to attend the Ohio State University and major in nuclear physics. Ryan Doyle, escorted by mother Wendy Doyle, plans to go to the University of Akron to major in biology. Rich Ebner, escorted by parents Robert and Tricia Ebner, plans to major in pharmaceutical sciences at the Ohio State University. Claire Hageman, escorted by parents Gary and Mel Hageman, plans to attend the Cleveland Institute of Art. Reagan Hale, escorted by parents Robert and Amanda Hale and Bob and Danette Joy, plans to enlist in the United States Navy. Ellie Heckler, escorted by parents Bill and Angie Heckler, plans to attend the University of Akron. Riley Heller, escorted by parents Jillian Heller and Justin Brasty and Daniel Heller, and plans to major in business and minor in Spanish. Emily Holmes, escorted by parents Paul Holmes and Teresa West Holmes, plans to study environmental sciences at Ashland University and the University of Canterbury in New Zealand. Abigail Kissinger, escorted by parents Jeff and Shannon, plans to pursue a degree in the math field. Nick Kissinger, escorted by parents Daniel and Wendy Kissinger, plans to pursue a degree in science. Nick Kreider, escorted by parents Dana and Cheryl Kreider, plans to attend the Ohio State University and major in engineering. Ethan Kuzmic, escorted by parents James and Jessica Kuzmic, plans to attend the Ohio State University to study data science. And Marina Long, escorted by parents Jeremy and Roxanne Long, plans to attend Cleveland State University to pursue a scientific doctorate majoring in obstetrics to research and practice fetal and neonatal medicine. Okay.
Yep.
Ryan Lowe's, escorted by parents Kurt and Natalie Lowe's, plans to attend college after graduation.
Don't put Ronaldo in there. His mother is just the one.
Sean Martinez, escorted by Katrina Martinez, plans to attend the University of Chicago and major in biology. Daniel Matriano Lim, escorted by parents Kelly and Charles Matriano Lim, plans to attend the University of Akron. Casey Mobley, escorted by parents Dave and Jamie Mobley, plans to major in tuba performance at the University of Texas at Austin. Lucas Nichols, escorted by parents Jason and Maria Nichols, plans to attend college after graduation. Abby Orr, escorted by parents Bill Orr and Jennifer Badig Orr, plans to pursue a degree in plant biology at either Ohio University or the Ohio State University. Emma Osborne, escorted by parents Todd and Lisa Osborne, plans to major in biology before moving on to earn her MD at NeoMed.
Go ahead.
Sarah Pitts, escorted by parents Travis and Alicia Pitts, plans to attend the University of Akron to study criminology and criminal justice, as well as completing the Air Force ROTC program at Kent State. She plans to serve after graduation and become a detective. Chloe Ramsayer, escorted by parents Dean and Julia Ramsayer, plans to attend the University of Akron to major in elementary education. Stephen Reinl, escorted by parents Lori Kearns and Joe and Linda Reinl, and Lori Kearns, and plans to build and expand her business, Excelanasis Jewelry. My granddaughter, Isabella Schoonover, escorted by parents Mark and Kate Schoonover, plans to attend Ashland University to major in psychology or nursing.
Okay.
Isaac Skidmore, escorted by parents Paul and Courtney Skidmore, plans to pursue a degree in a STEM field. Logan Schmeikowski, escorted by parents Mike and Kelly Schmeikowski, plans to enlist in the United States Air Force after graduation.
Okay.
Ann Strager, escorted by parents Mario and Fernanda Strager, plans to attend college and major in psychology.
Okay.
Sophia Takanaka, escorted by parents Hugo and Susanna Takanaka, plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in marketing.
Okay.
Anna Wallace, escorted by parents Cliff and Kim Wallace, plans to attend college to major in business and marketing with a minor in graphic design.
Okay.
Manny Wademan, escorted by parents Robert and Elizabeth Wademan, plans to attend Purdue University to major in psychology. And lastly, Samuel Wessig, escorted by parents Rick Wessig and Christy Collins, plans to attend college to major in a STEM field. Seniors, we thank you for your years of dedication and inspiration. We know that with that continued dedication, you will be successful in your future endeavors. You may graduate and move on, but you will forever be a marching Grizzly.
The following is a presentation of WCTV.
And he's hit the end zone for an unbelievable touchdown.
From the gridiron on Grandview and Art Wright Stadium, welcome to Senior Night and week number 5 of the 2023 Ohio High School Athletic Association's high school football season. Tonight, it's a matchup of 3-1 teams as the upstart Brecksville Heights Bees swarm into Art Wright Stadium looking to go 4-1 on the season. And this is the most talented and versatile team in the Grizzlies that the Bees will have faced thus far this season. The Grizzlies returned to their winning ways last weekend with a dominating defensive performance and a pounding running game that wore down the Tiger defense from Twinsburg in a 35-24 victory. Hello once again. I'm Mike Elkins along with my partner Robert Rickenbacker. And Robert, last week the Grizzlies and Tigers, they exchanged blow after blow after blow, worked to a 21-21 tie at the halftime, but the adjustments that Wadsworth made at halftime come out, implement those adjustments, and just held the Tigers to 3 points and went on to that big 35-24 win.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Wadsworth came away with a victory after a tough battle with a much improved Twinsburg.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And as you said, they put 3 points on in the second half and it went up 24-21. After that, the Grizzlies defense took over, only giving up 126 yards in the second half, 86 of that by air, 40 on the ground. They got 3 timely and key sacks over the last 1.5 quarters of the game. The defense, we're going to take a break here and for the national anthem. We're right back. Mike, as I was saying, the defense was blessed with a questionable fumble that Gavin Madigan jumped on and helped out the defense quickly. Gavin Madigan on the night had 16 tackles on the night, 1 for loss, 1 pass breakup. Jacob Ernest, Simon Kilker both had 11 tackles each. Ernest also had 1.5 tackles for loss. Parker Ross, 6 tackles, 1.5 sacks. Luke Ryder had a big night. 10 tackles, regardless what jersey he was wearing last week.
Right, that's what I understand, yeah.
Luke Ryder, 10 tackles, and 2.5 sacks. After that, it was Kyle Figueroa in the offensive line of Evan Crowley, Gabe Lucky, John Byers, Brady O'Connor, Eli Kaufman took over. Figueroa ran for 139 yards on 15 carries for a big fat 9.2 yard average. Over 100 of those yards came in the second half. Both of his touchdowns were in the second half as well. Will Stack was very workmanlike on the night, going 14 of 18, 161 yards, 12 carries, 51 yards, and just 3 touchdowns rushing. That's all. He distributed the ball very well as well, hitting Drew Jones 3 times for 64 yards, Figueroa twice for 39, Ryan Keaton 4 times, Caden Shriver, three catches for 25 yards, and Tyler Post twice as well. So you got the ball distributed well.
And that's what you like to see in a football team when your quarterback is efficient, 14 of 18, but also your running game more than 100 yards in the second half. That's a productive offense that any coach would embrace.
Especially against those two Twinsburg linebackers. They had two 3-year starters in the middle. They were very good linebackers.
Yeah, and again, talking about Twinsburg, how improved they were. They played Hudson last night and gave Hudson a run for the money.
Yeah. They ended up losing to Hudson 31-21, but was in the game the whole way. And we know how good Hudson is. So it tells you how improved Twinsburg has come.
Well, how good are the Bees? They are an improved football team over last year, finishing 2-8 and 1-6 in the Suburban League National Conference. The Bees only lost this year's to Federal League opponent, the Blue Streaks. And Robert, that was a double overtime loss. And talking with head coach Jason Black, he had mentioned to me that was the first time that his kids had ever been in a football game that close.
Yeah. And it takes a little learning curve, especially a younger team that's not used to winning. You got to battle. You can't give up. You got to keep an even keel and stay in it. And it's a learned thing.
The true test tonight is against a very good Wadsworth football team. The Bees' 3 wins are against opponents that have a sub-500 winning percentage. Combined, they're 3-10 on the season. Their D, however, is outstanding, allowing just 180 yards per game. And tonight's game, again, this is a legitimate test for how far Jason Black's team. There's a good look at head coach Jason Black. And second season, of course, he was head coach back in 09 to 16 before leaving the Brecksville program. And just a quick connection. Jason Black is the son of my head football coach from Aurora, the Greenman, Jeff Black. So shout out to Jason and Jeff Black. But the Bees are led by an outstanding senior quarterback in Colin Siebert. He's thrown 56 completions, 84 attempts, 937 yards. Look for him to eclipse 1,000 yards here tonight. 7 touchdowns, 3 INTs. Coach Black saying that he is the point guard of this offense. Everything runs through Colin Siebert.
Yeah, and he's a Division I recruit.
Absolutely.
Like we say, 6'4", 185 pounds. He's got the height. He's got a nice, strong arm, 3-year starter. They're looking for big things out of him tonight for the Grizzlies, against the Grizzlies. Now, Brecksville did win the toss, and they decided to take the kickoff. So kind of in favor of what Coach Todd would have won anyways. He wants the second half kickoff. So they've got to be confident in their quarterback.
And we'll get a good look at these playmakers on Brecksville. Kyle Keener, Walker Null, and Michael Dress, 3 wide receivers as Dinwiddie tees it up. And we are underway at Art Wright in week number 5.
It's taken at the 6-yard line by number 10 for the Bees.
That's Lucas Reeser. And talking with Coach Black, Robert, he is a big guy in special teams for this Brecksville Bees football team. And if there's going to be a difference maker tonight for the Bees, it could be special teams and Lucas Reeser.
Yes. So it's interesting what Coach Black had to say, about the key for them is how they match up physically against the Wadsworth Grizzlies. They said he's worried about the physicality that Wadsworth will bring to them tonight. So we're starting the pistol formation. Edervich, I believe, is in tailback position behind Siebert. Looking to throw right off. It's caught. Number 12 on the reception.
Yeah, Kyle Keener on the reception, and Kyle Keener is the go-to guy for Siebert.
And that was a long throw. That was a long throw, right on the money.
Keener coming into this game, 17 receptions, 327 yards, 3 TDs. He's got the ability to go deep as he's got a 77-yard TD on the season.
And I believe that was last week, wasn't it, against North Worrelton? That was Beach with the carry, number 34. It's good to see number 77 down at the nose there, Noah Tufteller.
Yeah, we know earlier in the week he might have been questionable about tonight, but Noah's had such a great senior season at the nose position.
Yes.
That would be a big hole in that defensive line to fill.
Especially with the Grizzlies already down 4 defensive players on the season so far.
Second down and about 6 for the Bees.
Swing pass out to Beach, number 34. He'll be short.
Yeah, well covered there by the Grizzlies. On the stop is number 20.
Kilker.
Simon Kilker on the stop. Thank you.
You're saying, four defensive players down. Reese was lost before the season.
Alex Lemp.
Yep, Lemp, Bucks. And then last week, we lost Liam Russell, a good senior, number 6. And he was done for the season, broke his arm last week and had surgery. Sad to see that as a senior.
3rd down and 4 now for the Bees and Colin Siebert.
Rolls right. He's got time. Goes deep, has a receiver. Number 15, Madigan brings him down after a huge gain down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Michael Dress able to get behind the Grizzlies secondary, and Dress with a big gain for the Bees. Yeah, that's, this Bees offense with Siebert, who has shown a very strong arm. We talked about it in pregame, how much stronger his arm is this year compared to last year. And, well, if you've got a deep threat, and Wadsworth has shown a little bit of weakness in that area with that secondary, and that's where Liam Russell would have been.
Yes, it would have been. Siebert looking to throw, now has to roll to his right. He's got pressure. He just throws it away. Smart play. When Figueroa comes up to pressure him, he just throws it away.
Well, that time the secondary does a nice job in zone coverage, taking away all of the options by Colin Siebert. And Siebert just doing a veteran thing, doesn't see anything, and just uses the sideline and throws it out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Bees.
As you can see, number 1, there's Siebert, how tall he is compared to number 34, Beach. Beach is 5'11".
Yeah, Siebert measures 6'4".
It's what they look for a quarterback in the Division I, being tall. You can grow into the body if you got the height. He's going to grow probably a couple more inches yet as well.
I think there's some confusion there on the Brecksville sideline. Coach Jason Black will call a timeout with 2nd and 10. The Bees facing, and we talked about it. The Bees have really something to prove here tonight. They're coming into, as Jason Black said, you're coming into an outstanding environment in Arkwright Stadium. A great football team. He knows it's going to be a great home crowd for Wadsworth. So he's challenged these Bees to really come in fired up and play well.
Yeah, challenge him number 1. Hey, are you going to be physical enough on the field to play with Wadsworth? And he's got to be happy so far, without a question. We've got the Bees in position here to possibly put some points on the board early. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 22. Beach, right of Siebert. So look to throw. Caught. 1st down, picks up the 1st down. That was Travis Graham, number 7 for the Grizzlies on coverage.
Well, that was outstanding play by Siebert. He stood in the pocket with the blitz coming and threw a dart and gets the 1st down and goal for the Bees.
And what I like even better was he threw that ball before his receiver ever broke. I mean, that ball was in the air. He turned, the ball was there. And it's hard for a defender to cover that at that point. The ball's right on the money on time.
1st and goal now from the 10 in the opening drive of this Suburban League matchup between the Bees and the Grizzlies.
Siebert looking to throw. He's got time. Into the end zone. Misses number 12. Kyle Keener overthrows him.
Yeah, Travis Graham on the coverage there. Nice job by that secondary of the Grizzlies. Again, in zone coverage, but taking away all of the options by Colin Siebert.
Yeah. Taking a page out of the Grizzlies playbook from last week, just passing all the way down the field. We haven't seen much running here from the Bees yet.
Parker Anderson in the backfield for the Bees.
There's the ball's on the turf.
I beg your pardon. That was Jacob Edervich, who I believe jumps on the football.
Yeah, number 28 for Bees.
Yeah, that started with the exchange from the center to Siebert, where the snap was fumbled, and then the ensuing handoff fumbled.
So this is going to bring up a big 3rd and 16.
Mirovic, their go-to back for the Bees. You saw his numbers there on the graphic. 3rd and 16. You've got to imagine the Bees are going to be throwing on this down.
He's got pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, has to roll, throws, intended receiver, and caught. Excellent job. Pretty darn good coverage there, too.
That's Carson Zapkar on the reception, and Siebert led Zapkar very well on that play, and he waited for Zapkar to get open behind the secondary. He'll roll to his left, beats the pressure, and his eyes are downfield.
Travis Graham has the coverage, and that's not bad coverage.
No, it's a great catch, great throw, and a score for the Bees. They convert on 3rd and 16.
Kick is no good. So only 6 points on the board with 8:37 left in the first quarter. So nice opening drive for Bees.
I think they handled the D very well. Their only downside there, obviously, the missed extra point. We always look at those as things that come back and haunt you later in the football game. And talking with Coach Black about some of the keys, he had 3 keys. Number 1, handle the pressure of the moment, and dealing with Coach Todd and his nuances on offense. I think every coach in the Suburban League probably does that as well. And then, of course, the physicality of Wadsworth matching that.
And they did. They handled. We know Wadsworth likes to bring pressure. You look at all the tackles for losses and sacks we've had so far this year through 4 games. So, as you see down here, this is the 16th all-time meeting, right? With a 7-7-1, one tie. Back in the day when you could tie. Kick is away. Squib kick. Picked up by Prost. He's got some running room. Breaks a few tackles and finally is brought down past the 40-yard line. No penalty flags. Nice return.
Almost a 37, 39-yard return. He'll pick it up at the 5-yard line, and he looks like he's going to get caught from behind on almost high steps.
That young man also just threw an arm out. You're not going to bring Prost down. Any running guy with a running start like that just by sticking an arm out.
I think he got a generous spot. I think he was down at the 40. They marked it at the 42-yard line. We'll take it. 1st and 10 now for the Grizzlies. Opening drive here for Wadsworth in this first quarter.
Figure eight, as usual, in the pistol formation right up behind Will Stack. You have 3 receivers to the top, 2 down here at the bottom. They're all stacked. Going out to figure eight off flat. Short gain.
Gain of 5 on the play. That brings up a 2nd down. They're going to give him 6, I believe. Kyle Figueroa, 4th all-time in school history, 34 career touchdowns. He's been a workhorse in his career, and there's his numbers this year, 60 carries. Figueroa again.
And come up just short of the 1st down marker. Come up, bring up 3rd and 1. Now Figueroa moved up. Like you said, he passed Reynolds and Martise Jackson on those. On that, as you see, Will Stack's stats there. Dual threat without a question with the carries and passing. Throws quickly off to the left. Will Stack does,
and that is an outstanding catch there
by Drew Jones.
By Drew Jones, yes.
And Drew Jones, last 3 weeks, he's really starting to get some yards after catch. He likes that little skinny post.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic average. I mean, he's a guy that's got that deep threat. We've seen that earlier in the season.
Stack keeps it, runs right up the middle. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's brought down by number 10 and number 4 for the Bees, which is Weser, and number 4, Flesser. So we'll bring up second. And they did give him a couple yards, actually. I didn't think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but
The strength of this Bees defense are their linebacking core when you talk to head coach Jason Black. He really feels if their linebackers can put hats on the football and stop the run at the first level, they'll be in good shape tonight. Wide open, pass interference, should be a flag on the play. There is.
There it is. Number 19, Ryan Keaton, was the intended receiver, and it was held.
You had two officials reaching for the flags. The back judge was holding onto his while a side judge threw his. Pass interference is the call against the Bees, so that'll give the Grizzlies a first down.
Figure eight checks out, gets a breather. Nathan Metzger steps in.
Well, as a coach, you hate to see penalties, but that's one that I'll take because he stopped the touchdown.
Yes, as a defensive back, either a touchdown or pass interference, you're going to take that every time.
There's Evan Rizzo. We talked about the linebacking core. He's a leader of that Bees defense, 6 sacks.
You saw number 23 next to him, too, and he's a big playmaker, too. There goes Keaton again, picks up first down and more.
Well, these are the nuances that Jason Black needs to deal with in the Justin Todd offense. And, Coach Todd's got a lot of weapons. We got Figure Eight, he's got Keaton, you got Drew Jones.
Shriver starting to catch the ball very well. Yeah, imagine what to have Lempel in here playing this year. He didn't get hurt.
Colin Levitt just checked in here at the tight end position. And we're going to get a timeout called on the far side. It may be an official's timeout as they.
Looks like they're working on the chains or.
Chains are tangled.
Yeah.
Well, Robert, I missed not being here last week, but Scott filled in wonderfully.
Scott McMillan, a former Wadsworth Grizzly and Sports Hall of Famer here in Wadsworth. He loves doing it when he gets a chance. He's actually coaching cross country down in Fairless these days. Nice run by Figure.
Nice job by that offensive line, just providing the push up front for Figure to get about 6 on the gain. That'll be second down and 4. Wadsworth can still get the first down and not cross the goal line.
Bees running someone on.
Yeah, that's Paul Flezar.
Figure right up the middle. He gets close to the goal line. Will they give it to him? No.
Yeah, it looked like his knees were down just short of the goal line.
And there's your first down inside the 1. That's a scary thing. You got 4 downs there if you're the Bees to try to figure out what Coach Todd, Will Stack, and Figure is going to do. And Bees do.
The Bees do a great job. It's Lucas Reeser. We've called his number a few times already tonight.
Stuffs Figure for probably a 3-yard loss. Oh, they're going to place that ball
at about the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Coach Todd wanted to get up to the line of scrimmage quickly before that defense could get set. Second down and goal from the 2.
Metzger with the carry. He's just going to get down to the 1. So he'll bring up 3rd and 1 from the 1. That time Metzger was in the pistol and Figure was to the left of Stack.
Yeah, we haven't seen an RPO yet on this opening drive for the Grizzlies.
You have Drew Jones at the top of the screen, one-on-one with the Bees defender. There goes Will Stack, runs left, cuts it back in, and scores. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to defend with a speedy Will Stack there. And he just rolls out, gets nice and deep, and then looks for the opening and cuts it up.
Yeah, we saw that play a couple of weeks ago here. Will Stack doing exactly the same thing. He's reading the blocks on the outside. You'll see the offensive lineman. They kick out block, and he turns it right inside, as Robert had just mentioned. Dinwiddie on for the big PAT to put the Grizzlies up by 1, and the Bees will jump off sides.
Well, that's a good way to answer Brecksville's touchdown drive. Come right back at it, drive down the field.
Yeah, especially after Brecksville, really after 3 plays, stopped Wadsworth there inside the 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, that's tough. That's tough to give you 4 shots.
And now we're going to go for 2 after the penalty. And we've seen this before, and Wadsworth has been very successful this season on the 2-point conversions.
You got Will Stack. You can do the exact same play again, and it's tough to stop. You can tell the defensive team what you're going to do, and that's a tough thing.
Well, you know, as a corner, as a defensive end, you're taught you got to turn the play in. Your backers have to be there. But here we go. 2-point conversion now for the Grizzlies.
Figure with the carry, and he does get in.
Yes.
It's the 2-point conversion. Now, that was not easy, though. I mean, he barely got in. Nice job, though.
A nice push there by the offensive line once again, giving Figure 8 just enough to get over the goal line and give the Grizzlies a 2-point advantage with 3:57 remaining here in the opening period. Nice block by Levitt on
Nice
the outside.
Block. And they closed the hole. There was a hole there, and Figure 8 went for it. It closed down. If you could bounce it a little bit more to the left.
He walks in.
Yeah. He wanted to make it a little more difficult on himself. It's been too easy, he says.
Well, Figure 8 is one of those backs that loves to just put the hat on guys, right?
Does not have a problem lowering the shoulder. So Grizzlies lead 8-6 with 3:57 left in the first quarter. Now let's see if the defense makes some adjustments here now. Let's see if they can stop it and see what the Bees come out offensively. They came down through the ball all the way down the field. Let's see if they try to run it a little bit more this time.
Yeah, I think if I'm Jason Black, I've got Colin Siebert. He's just a talented quarterback. I'm going to continue to stretch the secondary of the Grizzlies.
Nice return up near the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
David Zambunis on the return for the Bees.
I like that name, Zambunis. That's when someone...
Is that a hockey name or a football name?
Be both, as long as you hit. Now, Coach Todd had big things about Zambunis. He thought he was just, quote, absolutely wrecking ball on the defensive side. He's not overly big, only 5'7", 165, but he's just lightning fast.
God, he plays in a defensive end position for this Bees.
Edrovich is in the pistol behind Siebert. 2 receivers each side of the field for the Bees. Throws off to number 12. Caught. Drags a few Grizzlies and picks up a few extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, Keener on the reception.
And something Coach Todd was not happy about last week was they had 18 missed tackles last week. 18. On the season, they only have 29. 18 of them were last week. And he was very displeased by that. Who wouldn't be? Obviously, they cleaned that up a great deal in the second half last week. That's what happened. Gavin Madigan has all the tackles every week. You know, you got to spread it around and have others help. You know, pressure. Siebert rolls, throws. Tyler Prost, great coverage. Incomplete intended to Keener. They'll bring up 3rd and 3. What we have not seen is a lot of just running out of Siebert. Only unnecessary when it's necessary. Does he actually seem to run here?
Well, he's been able to handle the pressure very well. Here we go, 3rd down and 3 now for the Bees. Will Wadsworth bring pressure? We haven't called Luke Ryder's name.
Here comes the pressure. He has to escape and rolls to the right, throws deep, throws it away. And it'll force him, looks like the Bees to punt. Nice job by the defense.
Yeah, that was a really good series by this Grizzly defense, holding Colin Siebert to 3 and out. That's one of the things about this coaching staff I think that you really like so much is They take time between series with both the offense and defensive units to make those adjustments right on the field.
Absolutely. And then if you see the sideline, they have a big TV. A lot of the programs do anymore, and they're able to see the last series. And the defensive coach or offensive coach can sit down and say, "Hey, not only we're going to tell you what's going wrong, you can see it now." The high punt. Prost calls for the fair catch at the 25.
That was an outstanding kick.
High kick. Great hang time.
And that's by Tremonti, the punter for the Bees. I beg your pardon, that was Luke Reeser.
I guess he's dynamite all over the place on special teams for Bees.
Not only is he the punter, he's also a kick returner. Second series now for the Grizzlies.
We're going to have Caden Shriver at the bottom of the screen here by himself, one-on-one. Figure eight in the pistol behind Stack. We have Keaton in motion. So run right up the middle. Figure eight follows the H-back of Levitt.
Well, that offensive line is working hard and getting the push up front, and they're getting past that first level and chipping the guys at the line, then getting into the second level and making some great blocks on linebackers. Anytime it's like the down marker is wrong.
Yeah, it's second down.
It should be second and 4. I was going to say it's a 6-yard gain. The chain crew will get organized over there in just a moment.
Figure eight with the carry, right up the middle. First down as he lowers his shoulders and takes looks like number 10. Lucas Resner takes him on, and Resner lost that battle.
Kyle's shown a lot of intelligence as a runner as he just kind of hesitated just slightly to let those blocks set up and get enough for the first down. New set of downs for the Grizzlies with 2:20 now remaining here in the first quarter. What is a beautiful late summer evening, though, at Arkwright Stadium, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. Well, Stack rolls right, looking to throw. Caught by Shriver. Short. Looks like he picks up probably about 7 yards on that and bring up 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3.
Well, it looked like the Bees were in zone coverage there, and Will Stack just finding the open receiver. That was a blown coverage, but we'll take it.
Yep. I think Shriver was a little upset at himself. He thought when he turned around, there was nobody there, and he thought, man, if I could really cut myself in bounds.
Yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him.
Stack quickly throws off the Shriver once again. He does pick up a first down and picks up probably another 5-6 yards there.
Now, why not? Because the Bees are giving you that cushion on that outside. It's just a quick 5-yard out, and Stack's got the arm, obviously, to go deeper, but why not take 5 at a time?
Prost takes a breather here. Nathan Metzger checks in. Look at this little bunch formation to the bottom of the screen here on the right. Nope, there we go.
That's a new formation. These are the nuances we were talking about.
Metzger with the carry right at the middle.
Now, the Bees were not fooled.
Nope.
It'll be a loss of almost 1 on the play on the carry by Metzger. Looks like in on the stop was Justin Habig. Big nose tackle, number 79.
One of those players that gone both ways for the Bees. He's 6 foot 225.
They got about 3 or 4 going both ways, I think, tonight for the Bees.
And that's what I saw as well, Mike. Well, Stack throws quickly off the Caden again. Shriver hauls it in and picks up about 3.5 yards.
Now, it looked like Shriver's foot might have got planted into the turf as he tried to turn to the inside, and he may have twisted his knee. We might get another look at this. But you see the coverage that time was there. That cornerback, that's number 3, Caden Kluhar.
He's grabbing that his left knee
plays
at the
corner,
moment.
but if you saw Shriver, it looked like he, instead of turning to the outside towards the sideline, he wanted to go inside. John Bernard downstairs running the replays for us. You see how he just, and then his foot just gets caught
yeah.
right in the turf.
And the defender falls back against it as well. He collapses into it. The ankle,
leg, yeah.
everything goes. He's up. Caden Shriver is up. He's putting pressure on it, walking across.
That's a good sign.
That is a good
because
sign.
That looked far worse than Caden is walking right now, and he'll get looked at a little bit further by the training crew on the sideline.
So number 81, I believe, is for the Grizzlies now checks in, which is Jackson Urksa, Jr., 6'2", 165.
Yeah, he does the right thing by trying to turn it to the inside, and just the tackle and his leg gets caught underneath.
Nice.
Intercepted by number 72. That's Nathan Garito.
That was a screen play, and he read it well. Just was right in where figure eight typically is. Nice hands for a lineman.
6'4", 250 pounds. Well, you know, linemen can celebrate interceptions because they are such a rarity. Look at him celebrate. Go ahead, fella. You've earned it.
He did. And Will Stack did a good job trying to get in front of him and take him down. Will giving up a little bit of poundage, weight to him.
So Colin Siebert and company with about 31 seconds here left remaining in the first quarter. They've got a 1st and 10 now at the 36-yard line of Wadsworth.
Great field position. See if the Bees can do anything with it. Last time was 3 and out.
I think you might want to try and go deep to Keener here.
Keener's at the bottom of your screen, number 12. Hand off to Edervich, number 34, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by Figure. Who else is there? A whole host of Grizzlies.
Yeah, it looks like Ernest is there.
And Wise was there, number 5 as well, defensive end spot.
Tefteller's got to put his shoe back on. Well, Wadsworth certainly not fooled by that play coming out of the turnover.
So there goes the quarter. 8-6. The Grizzlies lead over the Bees. So entertaining first quarter. A little slower pace than usual.
So talk a little bit about our spotlight player for the Grizzlies, and looking at some of the numbers in the news articles that came out today, we'd have to say sophomore safety Gavin Madigan against Twinsburg, a career high. We talked about it, 16 tackles, career
16
high.
tackles, 30 tackles in the last 2 weeks.
I mean, that's just amazing. It's a kid flying to the football. Last week, he also had a tackle for a loss, 1 pass breakup, and you had mentioned it about the questionable, but we'll take it, right? Fumble recovery. Yeah.
When we say that last week, there was a pass play, and I don't think the Twinsburg player even had his feet on the ground when the ball came out, so it wouldn't have been a rule to catch, but there's no instant replay here in high school football, so it was ruled a fumble, and Gavin Madigan was right there. So it was Ivan Raines at the time, but Gavin Madigan came away with it.
Currently, Gavin ranks 3rd in Medina County with 34 tackles, 21 solo tackles. And we talked about it in the pregame, Robert. Gavin is one of those guys that he's a safety. He can move into a linebacker position because he's got a nose for that football.
Absolutely. I can see him moving next year and being that hybrid linebacker safety that the Grizzlies use. Now, again, he's a sophomore. He does not play like a sophomore. He plays like a veteran senior that's been playing for 3 years. And he brings the hammer when he does.
2nd down and 10 now for the Bees.
Looking to throw. Deep drop now rolls right. There's a penalty flag. The ball comes out incomplete. Travis Graham was on the coverage, but there's going to be a holding penalty called.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the play.
Something tells me that may have been holding on Luke Ryder. Ryder was held. He was a little jubilant
Well, in the previous drive from Brecksville, I felt Luke Ryder was actually held on a pass completion that Siebert had made.
There's your Gavin Madigan right there.
And the 2 fumble recoveries last week obviously being a big one, but back to the holding call here, the officials got this right.
Brings up 2nd and 20. Number 9 in motion, comes across, which is now. And up the middle. The Grizzlies are not fooled there at all. Madigan gets up off the pylon.
Madigan on an assist on the tackle as well. And
Ernest, and so's Ryder.
3rd down and 18.
That's when you tell Madigan, you tell Kelker, hey, make sure nothing gets in behind you here. It's 3rd and 18. Know where the down marker is at.
Yeah, they're Wadsworth showing zone coverage in the secondary.
Luke Ryder at nose down in the middle now. See if he can get some pressure on Siebert. Here comes the pressure. Drew Jones off the corner. Great job.
Now Luke Ryder is going to get credit for the sack. He was nearest.
But guess why he was nearest is because I think he was being tackled.
He got him by. We'll have to see the replay. I don't know if Siebert, if his feet got tangled up, but Luke Ryder will get credit for the sack.
Drew Jones comes off the edge there, number 2. Luke Ryder in the middle.
Yeah, he just kind of fell down.
Prost, I believe, is setting up to receive the punt near his 15. High punt, lets it roll, goes out of bounds near the 16, 17-yard line.
Robert, that's another great defensive stop by the Grizzlies following the turnover.
A great defensive stop, aided by penalties. And I hate to knock on some wood here. I will knock on wood, but what's been bugging the Grizzlies all year so far has been penalties, and we've not seen them so far this year.
No,
not this game.
This game, yeah. And Coach Black talked about what Brecksville needs to make Wadsworth earn everything that they get, and you can't give things away. You can't give yardage away to a team like the Grizzlies.
You can't give up a great field position on a great defensive play that the Bees defensive came up with, and they went backwards. And when you go backwards and long yardage, the Grizzlies are going to pin their ears back and come after you. Figure 8 found his blockers and being very patient in the hole there. Looks like he's going to pick up somewhere around 6 yards. So we'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Again, we're averaging about 5 to 6 yards on 1st down. And that throws up all kinds of options as an offensive coordinator for what you can do on 2nd and 3rd down.
Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. Figure 8 with the carry right up the middle. Look at the line push there. Nice line push, nice effort by Figure 8.
Yeah, Kyle, keep your head. Keep your head, Kyle. He's getting chippy down there on the field. I know young man's excited, but he did lose his hat. So high school rules, once you lose your helmet on the field, you do have to step out for a play. Coaches are saying, we don't care what he says. Stay within yourself, right?
Yep. Play tough, play right up to the edge, play right to the whistle. And stop. Don't let them antagonize you.
Metzger on the carry. The yard marker across the field, if you can, I don't know, you can't see it on your screen. It's correct now. It was 2nd down on 1st down.
Anticipation. That's why I believe they were doing that.
2nd down and 8 now for Wadsworth. Figure 8 back on the field after having the lead to put his helmet back on.
Now watch Jones at the bottom of the screen here. He's being covered by one man. Off to Figure 8, I should say. Off. Looks like the ball came out. The Bees say they have it. No, it was not the. That was the Keaton. I thought it was the Figure 8.
Yeah, Keaton.
Yep.
Keep your head up, young man.
The Bees defense is keeping them in it right here.
Yeah,
gift wrapping the couple.
Yeah, guess who caused the fumble? Lucas Reeser. And again, he is Mr. Everything for the Bees right now. He just punches the ball from behind.
And I see number 82, which is Shriver back out there on the field, which is a good sign as well.
But now can the Bees capitalize on yet another Grizzly turnover?
I think it's high time the Grizzly defense has a turnover.
I would agree with you, my friend. We've not seen a pick six in a while.
I'll take a pick, period, at this point. Number 28 with the carry right up the middle, bounces it out to the right, has some running room, and does not look like he's going to get caught. It goes in almost untouched. No penalty flags on the play.
That's the sophomore, Jacob Aterovich. 5'9", 165-pounder. Looked like a trap play. And he just cuts it across the grain. I believe that would have been a 42-yard touchdown run for Brecksville. And just as we talked about it, they were able to capitalize on that mistake.
And the last time they were trying the extra point was no good. Snap is back, kick up, much better this time. Kick is good. So the Brecksville Bees lead 13-8 with 8:33 left in the half. I'm a little bit surprised here, but when you turn the ball over in back-to-back offensive possessions and give great field position to the Bees, that's hard to not come away with something.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it. You see 76 pulls, just a trap play, and it was blocked to perfection. And the sophomore finds the end zone for 6 for the Bees. And they lead it by 5, 13-8. Coach Black's got to feel pretty good about that response on the fumble conversion into a touchdown for Brecksville. And
he could be real happy with his team right now. Here at Artwright Stadium against the Wadsworth Grizzlies, up by 5.
A lot of football left in this one. You know, we talked about it. It's that physicality that Wadsworth brings on every single play. They've got to match it. That was a concern of his coming in.
And on every single play, on offense, on special teams, and on defense. He puts pressure on every play. Post with the carry, right up the middle. He's got some running room. There goes 2 penalty flags down. This beautiful kickoff return may come back here.
Yeah, Metzger, I think, might be called for a hold.
He gets it down to the 25-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds, but I believe this is going to come back. Yep.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Robert, this may have occurred behind the play.
And it was quite a while after he come on through that area.
Now that is a big penalty. That negates a roughly 65-yard kickoff return. And Wadsworth will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Are you seeing it too? Is Tyler Prost getting a little bit more confident in his kickoff and punt returns? He gets that running start, and you just see it. He's just getting a little better and a little better each time.
Well, what I liked he did there was he did wait for that lane to open up, and then boom, he put the jets on.
Waited a second there. He saw the hole, and he just went for it.
We have a whistle, and the chain gang is tied up again over there.
They are struggling a little bit tonight. But, the Grizzlies, the starting offense for the Grizzlies, we obviously got Will Stecker quarterback, Figure A tail. Finishes after the play. As they look over for the play call. You're going to see Drew Jones at receiver at time, Tyler Prost, Ryan Keaton, OHSAA, Shriver. Figure A with a big hole he burst through. Your offensive lineman from left to right, left tackle, Evan Crowley. Left guard, Gabe Lucky. John Byers at center. Brady O'Connor and Eli Kaufman at right tackle. Those Grizzlies across the front average 241 pounds. Brings up second and three. Well, Stack goes for Drew Jones. It was either miscommunication or he got bumped off his route. We could not tell, but he was covered by two guys there that time.
Yeah, I think maybe the Bees expected that, but I think, secondly, and to your point, I think he was bumped off of his route.
Which is a good play by the defensive back. If you can bump him, get him off his route, mess up the timing. Good shot of Will Figueroa.
Well, we might have thought that we were in man coverage there, and Brecksville was actually in zone coverage.
Figueroa with the carry. And there goes the penalty flag. See what the call is. It looks like an area of holding. They're asking Coach Black what he wants to do with them.
They're short of the first down.
He's going to go ahead and move him back and replay the down. Yeah, and I think I may have jinxed Coach Todd's team here, and I may get a heated email or call. Didn't I just say they're doing a good job without penalties so far this game? And two so far here that really have hurt the Grizzlies. Stack rolls right. He's got pressure, makes 1B miss. He's got a lot of territory in front, trying to make a beautiful tackle by the young man. Who was that, Mike? Can you tell?
Is that number
23? I
number
think
23 would have been David Zambunas. Number 7, Dean Stumpful. Stumpful, a senior, 5'11", 185. I think Coach Black makes the right call because that puts your punter deeper.
Reese is on the punt. High punt, not going to go very far, though.
No, we got a lucky roll.
Yeah, lucky roll, and the Bees got lucky. They didn't hit one of them because it was well behind some of the Bees. And the Brecksville Bees are going to come out here and have fantastic field position. Third possession in a row with great field position. See if the defense, the Grizzlies, can come up and make a big stop.
Yeah, they've held Wadsworth scoreless for 3 possessions, right? Forced 2 turnovers. They capitalized on one of the 2 turnovers, did the Brecksville Bees, and they got to feel pretty good.
Really was stopped by penalties here again.
Yeah, otherwise you've got a short 4th down, and Coach Todd does have a decision to make there. He's likely going to punt it, but you're better field position. Took the 10-yard penalty on the holding.
So Brecksville has 6:44 left in the half, 2 timeouts. Grizzlies in the need for a big defensive stand here. We run right up the middle. The Grizzlies are there.
Yeah, Zach Wise first on the stop for the Grizzlies, coming from that left end position. Very short gain on the play, Robert, with a gain of maybe 1. 2nd down and 9 now for the Bees. Kyle Keener, he's out to the near side. He's a big target for Colin Siebert at 6'3". He's going up Travis Graham at 5'6". There's a mismatch on the corner. Keener's looking for it,
Siebert
and
drops
he's got
really
it.
deep. Incomplete. It was there in his hands, and number 20, Simon Kilker, just gets there at the right time to make enough interference to make him drop it.
We've got a flag on the play.
And Siebert really dropped back deep in that pocket.
Well, holding is the call. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Offsetting it, and that's going to kill Coach Todd. If we don't have a personal foul, it just really pushes the Bees back. But now it's offsetting.
Well, it's 3rd down and 9 if the penalty doesn't even occur. And I think the Bees saw the mismatch on the near sideline, the 5'6" versus the 6'3".
And Travis Graham, number 7, was in coverage. And the receiver did have a step on him, but Simon Kilker came over from the other side and just got there in time to knock that ball out of the receiver's hand. Nice job.
He's playing that cloud cover, right? So he's playing deep in the secondary. He did his job, and he did it well. 2nd down and 9 again for the Brecksville Bees. Wadsworth looks like they're going to bring pressure off the right side. Luke Ryder.
Parker Ross.
Oh, the initial stick.
That's Simon Kilker, number 20.
Simon Kilker.
And Edrovich is not getting up. He's shaking up on the play.
Yeah, he might have taken a helmet to the sternum. We'll take another look at this. So they're bringing the pressure. There's the stick from behind. I think he might have landed on the football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1 there, Sean Kincaid finishes off the tackle there for the Grizzlies. And it looks like that's maybe what happened. They're not looking at his legs or nothing like that. They're just talking to him at the moment.
Yeah, the trainers are laughing. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Bees.
Your Grizzly defense, you got Zach Wise, you got Luke Ryder down there. Noah Tefteller was there before. I think he's out again. I think his ankle is tightened up on him. You got Kyle Figueray, Parker Ross, you got Tyler Prost, Jacob Ernest. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sean Kincaid, Tyler Prost, Simon, I got Simon Kilker here. Simon Kilker, Gavin Madigan, and Travis Graham in secondary right now. Drew Jones at the left defensive end at the moment. He's going to bring the pressure, makes Siebert roll left, throws it away. So they'll bring up 4th down and 7.
Well, that's an outstanding job by the pass rush by Drew Jones on the near side, forcing Siebert to go left, but more importantly was the coverage by the secondary.
Yes. And it helps when you have pressure, you don't have as much time. It makes that quarterback nervous, and he tries to get rid of it a little bit quicker. He's seen the films of the Grizzlies defense. He knows they're coming after him.
Yeah, so, the other thing, too, when he's rolling left or he's rolling right, he's only seen half the field now.
Sure. And he's got to try to make a good throw. He's got to square his shoulders up to the line of scrimmage to do that. Almost blocked. The punter goes down, tries to make it look like a...
Yeah, there was no roughing the kicker on that.
Tried to make it look like a good acting job, but no Grizzly hit him.
No flops that aren't right tonight. Now the Grizzlies are going to get the football back with 5:18 remaining here in the first half, down by 5. Against the Bees team, came in tonight 3-1 with a lot to prove.
And like you said, the teams they've played weren't all that good, except for Lake. Lake was a very good team. Didn't know what we're going to see, and I'm impressed. They're playing well. They're handling the physicality that Coach Black was worried about. And so far, handling the nuisance, all the little different things Coach Todd's teams throw at the team.
And we knew coming in, they were a very good defensive unit, this Bees football team. And, holding the Grizzlies here to 8 points with 5:18 remaining in the first half is a huge testament to the growth of that defense on the Bees.
Will Stack drops the ball, has to fall on it, and there's going to be a penalty, should be a penalty flag there for a very late hit. And then Crowley comes in and starts shoving, and that does not help the situation. Boy, that was a late hit.
Well, we do have
there's the
Laundry on the field. Let's see if it's a late hit. Yeah, it's a dead ball foul, and that's going to drive Jason Black nuts right now.
Especially when you have the Grizzlies backed up here. Now you're giving them more yardage and more fuel for the fire here.
defensively for Brecksville, they've made some really good on-field adjustments following Wadsworth's opening drive for a touchdown.
Absolutely. And Wadsworth's kind of went back to more of the run game at the moment, too. And earlier in the game was a little bit more passing. Stack looking to throw over the middle. Caught.
It's like Drew Jones on the reception.
It'll be a 4 or 5 yard gain.
We're going to give him 5, Robert, on the reception. Again, we do well. 5 yards on first down, averaging 5 to 6 on first down. At this point for the Wadsworth offense, I think it's all about consistency to finish out, because you've got to get a score here. You're going to get the ball as you come out of halftime.
You have Jones at the bottom of the screen. So is Keaton at the moment. Right now they're man on man with Jones. And Shriver's at the top of the screen. There's man coverage on him. Figure 8 has the ball, carries it right up the middle, close to the first down marker, and they're spotting him as if he has it. The chains are moving.
Yeah, Robert, you bring up a good point. Number 13, Chance Bush, is the corner on the near side for the Bees. He is man coverage with Jones, and if we recognize that, you run Jones deep.
Run him deep and run someone out into the flat, too.
Right underneath him, where it's going to be wide open.
Figure 8 with the carry. Bounces it left, has some running room. Down the sideline he goes before he's pushed out of bounds at near the 40-yard line.
A nice job by Figure 8. The hole was plugged up on the inside, so Brecksville does a nice job of stopping the run there, but Figure 8, with being a veteran running back, bounces it to the outside and gets a first down for the Grizzlies.
And you got to give it the receivers there. They went right in and started blocking for him.
Yeah, and you got to tip your hat to Drew Jones for not getting caught on a hold. He knew he was behind the defender.
Figure 8 tries his sack, same thing. Bounces it left. Gets down to near the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Again, another 5 yards on first down for the Grizzlies. And that offensive line on the near side doing a nice job.
Now, you mentioned the Grizzlies only have 8 points. The defense for the Brecksville's only given up a little over 11, almost 12 points a game.
Points a game, yeah. Like I said, this is a very good defensive unit. They're anchored by their linebackers.
And we saw the game last year. We broadcasted it from Brecksville last year, and it was night and day. They were not a good ball club last year. Stack going deep. Intended for, I think, Shriver. Someone took the ref down, though.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct against an official. In that following week, after Wadsworth beat Brecksville at Brecksville, Brecksville goes to Stowe and beat a very good Stowe football team last year. So there was glimpses. You see the official being taken out by, is that number 13?
Yeah, number 13.
That's Chance Bush. We were just talking about Chance.
So there's your deep throw, but it was not to Drew Jones. He went to the other side to Caden Shriver.
3rd down and 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Figure 8 in motion to the right. Got a lot of pressure on Stack, and it looks like Stack's going to go down. Great timed defensive play call, blitz.
Yeah, Brecksville brought the house on that play, and Stack was open in the flat, but Stack didn't have enough time to get the ball out to Figure 8.
Will Reese, number 32, comes on the punt for the Grizzlies. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds. Let's see if we can get off a little bit better punt this time. There we go. Punt's taken at the 11. And number 10. Is that number 10? I think it was there. Lucas Rezer.
Yeah, he's Mr. Special Teams. Punt returner and punter, kickoff returner. Wide receiver.
So Brecksville gets the ball with 2 timeouts left and 2:23 on the clock.
And you've got 3 incredible weapons on the outside. You got Dress and you got Keener. And you got a great quarterback.
And he's able to find his receivers now, even with the Grizzlies bringing some heat on him.
We haven't called Walker Null's number tonight, but he's also a big target for Colin Seaver.
2 receivers to the top of the screen. 1 down at the bottom. Parker Ross showing blitz. It's a run right up the middle.
Sean Kincaid first on the stop there for the Grizzlies.
You see number 55 for the Grizzlies in there now.
I believe Wise also on the stop.
Bryce Polzak is in there. Here's Walker Nall.
Yeah, we've not yet called his number tonight.
He's a senior, 5'9", 155 pounds. 2nd and 8. Brecksville seems to be happy with their lead and just going to try to run this out and get to halftime at this point.
I think Wadsworth, sensing that, is going to take a timeout and try and get the football back. It is 3rd down and 5 now for Brecksville. And why not? I mean, don't leave defensive timeouts on the board.
Very true, especially when the Grizzlies can score very quickly. Although he's done a nice job shutting down the Grizzlies offense after that first series. They really have. Nice job.
If you force Brecksville into a kick here, you're going to have 1 timeout with around maybe a minute 15, minute 20 left. We have 1, correct me if I'm wrong, we have 1 punt return for touchdown this year.
Yeah, it was by Tyler Prost here at home.
Yes.
Down the short side of the field here. Coach Todd would love to see that duplicated again here tonight. So it brings up 3rd down and 5.
Well, the Bees are going to spread out this Wadsworth Grizzly defense. 4 receiver set.
Linebackers are coming. Quickly thrown off to the right. Tackle does not get the first down, so he's going to force the punt. Keener, number 12, did catch it. A nice job the Grizzlies did bringing him down before he got to the down marker. So 1:30 left.
I'm not so sure that I agree with that call from Jason Black on that. I'd probably rather run the football as opposed to throw it out. You spread us out, but you've also got some quick DBs on this Grizzly defense, and they did a nice job there.
And threw it to the short side of the field as well.
Threw it to the short side of the field. That's a good point. Now Wadsworth will get the ball back. 1 timeout. And we'll see. Maybe we can return 1 for a touchdown.
Tyler Prost is hoping I'm right here that he's getting a little bit more confident and he gets a running start on this one, and maybe he can return it.
Well, I think you've definitely got to set up the return on this play and not necessarily the punt block.
Prost is setting up around his 34. Here comes the pressure. No penalty flag. Tyler Prost gets away from it and is going to roll. He's going to be down near the 25-yard line, 24. Madigan coming, blew up his guy blocking him and pushed him back into the punter. So 1:16 left. That's what the Grizzlies got to work with 1 timeout.
Madigan just pins his ears back and just goes after the football. And as you said, the guy that was blocking him for the Bees, he just bull rushes him right into the punter. A long field for the Grizzlies with 1:16 remaining and 1 timeout.
And then up, man. That can't be a fun feeling. You know, you're just standing there. You have to take him on. And he's got a full head of steam.
And you know it's Gavin Madigan.
Yeah. Stack throws quickly off the drones to the left. Gets to the 30-yard line.
Clock continues to run short of the first down. Jones did not get out of bounds.
There it goes to Jones again. Out of bounds this time.
Now this will stop the clock, and this will move the chains as well. inside of a minute now. You start thinking field goal, Robert. How deep do we need to get into Brecksville territory for Dinwiddie to have a shot?
Dinwiddie, I believe, was at Medina, made a 42-yarder, somewhere in there.
So we've got to get to around the 27-yard line.
Stack rolls right, throws.
Great catch and pitch.
Yes, picks up a first down, goes out of bounds. Clock stops, change move.
Caden Shriver. Good to see Shriver back on the field after what looked like a painful injury.
To be young again and flexible like that, because his leg got all bent up.
Yeah, I'd be in the ER right then.
Levitt in motion, rolls left, protecting Stack, throws, caught. Jones out of bounds, near the first down marker.
Will Stack is doing a great job right now running this 2-minute offense of Coach Justin Todd.
Yeah, it's roll left, roll right, throw right. He's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Receivers are Keaton, Prost. A little different formation here. Stack rolls right. Does not have a receiver, throws it away smartly. They covered Jones quite well.
Yeah, in the area, I know that Keaton was in the area. I think the Brecksville coaching staff thought it might have been an intentional grounding. We saw that formation earlier in this football game, but they broke out of it as they went into motion.
True. Yep. So you got Jones at the bottom. You have Caden Shriver at the top, number 82.
Levitt is out there.
Yeah, Keaton, and then Levitt is in the middle there. Figure 8 in the backfield. Stack's got a scramble, rolls right. He's got a lot of pressure, throws. And it's intended for Shriver, but went out of bounds. And it'll bring up 4th and 1. 29 seconds on the clock. Let's go for it, Todd. Just need 1 second. 1 yard. I wonder if you just run Will Stack right up the middle and try to pick it up.
And then call a quick timeout.
Or get back to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Now the Brecksville D is confused and
caught by Keaton. First down and out of bounds. The clock stops. Chains move.
Yeah, I thought the Brecksville D was a little confused there. They weren't ready for the snap, and Wadsworth benefits from that and gets a first down. And we've got 12 more yards to get into field goal range. And if you're Coach Todd, you want to save that timeout for that field goal.
Dinwiddie's getting his leg warmed up over here on the sideline. First in motion. Stack. He's got pressure. Now has to throw it away. His arm is hit as he throws it, and it goes out of bounds. So brings up 2nd and 10. 18 seconds left.
Yeah, Stack seems to be okay. That's one of the things that you always worry about when your quarterback is throwing motion is going forward, and all of a sudden you've got something stopping that forward momentum if that injures the arm. But Will Stack looks like he's fine out there and ready for 2nd down and 10. There's Dinwiddie, our field goal kicker. Maybe the 30-yard line is our goal.
Draw to figure 8. Nice draw. Bounces, gets it out of bounds near the 35. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, somewhere in there.
Yeah, heads up play there by figure 8, knowing what's left on the clock to get out of bounds to stop the clock. I believe it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
We're being told something different over there.
3rd and 6.
As you see Dinwiddie warming up here on the sidelines.
At this point, it would be a 52-yard attempt for Dinwiddie from the 35.
Highly ranked kicker in the house. Jones catches it, quickly gets out of bounds, near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to mark it maybe at the 31.
8 seconds. So you can have time for one play because you have a timeout left.
Yes.
So if you can get another 5 yards, another quick out, Dinwiddie will be ready. He's coming up here near coach.
Again, Will Stack doing a fantastic job operating this 2-minute offense. Something they work on and practice diligently every week.
This drive started with 1:30. Nice job. A lot of pressure.
Get rid of it.
Stack throws it. Goes out of bounds.
With 1 second remaining.
So Dinwiddie looks like he's going to come on and attempt this kick.
We have 49-yard attempt by Jack Dinwiddie. Wait a minute.
Oh, that was fourth down.
That was fourth down. Yeah, that was fourth down.
Apologies.
So Coach Todd felt the option for going for the first down was better than going for 3.
The Grizzlies are going to go in at halftime down 13-8.
Well, I think the goal there, Robert, was to get that first down, call a quick timeout, then bring Jack on the field.
Sure. So enjoy your halftime festivities. We'll be right back after halftime.
And that brings the first half to a close. Score, Brecksville East 13, Grizzlies 8. Two really good bands here at halftime. Sit back and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, the band boosters and the Department of the Music are proud to present the 2023-2024 Brecksville Broadview Heights Marching Bee. Long before those Dorothy and Toto were swept into the land of Oz, two unlikely friends met. One, an outsider who had emerald green skin, and the other a roommate who was blonde. Tonight, the Marching Bees present hits from the 2003 Tony Award-winning musical Wicked. We open our visit to the land of Oz with No One Mourns the Wicked. Moss. Izzy Brashear and Alex Laverne will be dancing through the lights, while field commanders Annie DeBout and Alex McCracken help the marching teams to try to find the grass. The final part of our show this evening features a flute solo by senior Zoe Galicki, a mellophone and trumpet duet from Samantha Migalski and Quinn Brown, as the marching teams perform the heartwarming ballad For Good and the epic closer, No Good Feeling. and gentlemen, thank you for the appreciation and applause. We are the 2023-24 Marching Bees. The field leaders for the Marching Bees are Andy DeGrom and Alex Zakakis. The Marching Bees are under the direction now to the direction of the Iron Field. Commission Director Brian Ruth, Special Arranger David Sullivan, Board Director Board Mr. Forsyth, and the Football Adam Quinn. This is 2023 Wadsworth High School Marching Band. Roll up. Tonight, our halftime performance will be senior kids. The first selection, our seniors goes on the stage from the 8th grade. For the Jackson 5, I want you back. Raised in 1969, these vocals performed by then 11-year-old Michael Jackson. In 2009, British Daily Telegraph called it the greatest pop record of all time. It's a Coop McGee from Jackson 5. I want you back. Green Bay's Holiday from the album American Idiot reached number 19 on Billboard Hot 100. All day was inspired by Bob Jones' criticism of politicians. He criticized one group of people to get votes from another. Gave Wood a huge Green Day, How Day. Our seniors played the final 2021 Senior Band Show Alien Uprising. English rock band Muses Uprising reached #1 on Billboard's Alternative Song Chart in 2009, and in 2013, Billboard named it the top alternative song of all time. Noella Muses Uprising.
And we're back from halftime. I hope you enjoyed the halftime show, both the Brecksville and Wadsworth bands. So, halftime stats here. We're looking at Wadsworth's offensive lead's got 186 yards to Brecksville's 140. We're very close in rushing. We got 88 yards rushing, 98 yards passing. 13 first downs, 2 penalties. So that's not too bad, although they killed us on the one drive. What stands out glaringly is the fumble and the interception. Really giving Brecksville 2 more possessions. Figure A is 13 carries for 76 yards. And Will Staggs 14-21 for 98 yards. And Drew Jones has 6 catches for 27 yards. Siebert is 7 of 13. Boy, it sure seems like he's passed more than 13 times. But 7 of 13 for 95 yards. Not a lot of rushing. They've only got 45 total yards rushing on the night, Brecksville does. So, interesting. We do get the kickoff in the second half. So, if you're Coach Todd, what are you going to do here on offense, Mike?
Well, I think you got to try and stretch the secondary of this Brecksville Bees. Everything that we've done in the passing game has been really short, 5-yard, 10-yard outs, and I think you got to try and challenge that the secondary. The question is whether or not we can give, as we take a look at some of the highlights here in the first half, Colin Siebert on the scramble as he finds, I believe that was, I don't recall the name of the touchdown, but Will Stack. As we look at some of these highlights. So whether or not Will Stack can have the time to throw the ball 15, 20, 25 yards downfield, because we know the Brecksville Bees are going to bring their linebackers in on pressure.
Yep, absolutely. And you've seen he's had to rush out of the pocket and roll a lot to get away from that pressure, limiting his time. And so it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments are made by both sides, both squads. We're going to see the Grizzly offense out here first, as you see the Bees coming out from halftime.
Yeah, I think Jason Black, he's got to make some adjustments at halftime too. We talked about it here at halftime, maybe stretching, excuse me, folks, maybe stretching the Grizzly secondary.
Yes, which is, again, they only had roughly 140 yards of offense in the first half, but 50 of that was on that one big pass play. So, yes, and then when they did stretch it down the field.
And the first half comes down to one fumble, right? I mean, we turned the ball over twice. We had the interception. Then our defense comes out. We stop Brecksville. We then turn the ball over on a fumble. They recover and then go down and score. Actually, the very next play on a trap play, and Brecksville then takes the lead, 13-8, and it's been that way ever since.
Yes. Excuse me.
I mean, defensively, I think we've played very well. It's very difficult when you got a Colin Siebert at quarterback and the weapons that he has on the outside.
What we haven't done is been able to put pressure on him. When he does, 2 things. He's got very deep drop. And number 2, they're rolling him a lot too. So keeping pressure, guessing where to go. I mean, they don't know where he's going. So we got Metzger and Prost setting up deep to take the kickoff.
And getting ready to kick it away is Owen Greaser of the Bees.
The Brecksville leads 13-8. Metzger's going to watch it go out of bounds.
I don't know if there's any other coach in high school football that watches and breaks down film like Coach Justin Todd. So you made a comment about, which way is Siebert going to go. I think that here in the second half, they've made those adjustments. And I think, to your point, I think we're going to see more pressure from our linebackers.
Very much like last week against Twinsburg. The second half was a whole different story defensively for us. And we just completely shut them down, and a lot more pressure came. And we'll see if this is the same kind of halftime adjustments.
Here we go. Second half getting underway. Brecksville with a 5-point lead, 13-8.
Caden Shriver's the receiver at the bottom of the screen. We have Keaton in the slot. Figure right being patient there. pick up a couple of yards.
Again, a nice job by that Bees defensive line, just plugging up that hole and forcing Figure Eight to get it out to the outside.
So a 4-man front for Brecksville, 2 linebackers coming right into the hole. Hits Figure Eight just after a 1-2 yard gain.
Yeah, they'll bring up about a 3rd down and 6 now for Wadsworth.
So it does bring up 3rd and 6. Figure right up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, gets very close to the 1st down marker.
Yeah, you got to love the effort by the senior running back.
Chains will move.
Churning his legs, and the offensive line just continuing to push, and quickly back to the line of scrimmage is Wadsworth.
Stack throws, caught.
Is that Keaton?
Yes, it is. Number 19, Keaton, with a nice reception.
Does a nice job of getting the release on the inside, and he gets the defensive back on his backside. And a big gain for Will Stack and the Grizzlies.
You got Shriver, then Keaton down here at the bottom of the screen, and Drew Jones up at the top of the screen by himself. Colton Levitt at H-back. Throws, and there's going to be a penalty flag there. Holding against Drew Jones.
Yeah, number 3 on the coverage, Caden Pluhar. Pluhar's pleading his case.
There's not much, I don't know what case that is, but clearly tried to bring Drew Jones down.
The officials are discussing this one. Is it pass interference or holding? Pass interference. Oh, both penalties against Brecksville.
And how did you got to be kidding? There's a penalty in Wadsworth too. Legal man downfield. So penalties will offset. They'll bring up 1st down once again.
A lot of laundry on the field on that play, my friend.
Yes. Jones in motion. Stack keeps it this time right up the middle, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, blowing up the play from the backside was number 8, Cameron Stefan, the sophomore, 5'10", 185 pounds.
Bring up 2nd and 9.
It's the 2nd down and 9 now for the Grizzlies. Ball remains on the Bees.
Yeah, it could be one of the things that Coach Black talked about at halftime to the Bees was, hey, guys, we're giving up 5-6 yards on 1st down. We got to cut that down. Thus far here in the second half, Wadsworth getting 2 to 3 yards on 1st down.
Stack keeps it. Going to come up a yard or 2 shy of the 1st down.
That's a good gain by Will Stack, and your eyes have to be peeking back into the backfield to Kyle Figuray, which allows Stack some freedom to churn up some yards, bring up 3rd down and 3.
Figuray has it, 1st down.
Yeah, nice effort by Figuray to get across the yard to gain.
I don't know who it was. It just brought him down. If it wasn't for that ankle tackle, I think he scores.
When we talk about how important this opening drive is for the Grizzlies to put points on the board.
Figuray with the carry again. Breaks 1 tackle. Still on his feet.
Yeah, a host of Bees are going to bring down the senior tailback for the Grizzlies.
That was a big pile up there.
Looks like number 10, Lucas Reeser, in on that tackle. Also, number 8, Cameron Stefan. We've called his number here a couple of times here in this drive.
Figure 8 coming out and taking a breather. Metzger in. Shriver at the bottom of the screen. Keaton in the slot. Jones at the top of the screen. Metzger has it. Trying to bounce right. He's got all kinds of bees all over him.
Yeah, making the stop there is number 6, Owen Larkins, the senior, 6 foot, 180 pounder.
He's going to lose 3 yards on that carry.
That's a long third down now for the Grizzlies.
You know, 2 down territory, though, I would think at this point. They could go for a field goal.
Yeah, I think there's
only down by 5.
Plenty of football left.
Wilstack keeps it. There's again, Bees do a great job corralling Wilstack there with that speed he has. Bees do a great job, and here comes Dinwiddie on for field goal attempt.
Yeah, well, number 5 just pushes, and I'm surprised the flag isn't thrown. Evan Crowley, as Crowley's coming off the field.
This is going to be a 38-yard attempt. High snap. Kick is up. And it is good. Jack Dinwiddie with a 38-yard field goal. So Grizzlies put 3 more on the board.
Yeah, I think
Bees do lead by 2 yet, 13-11.
Yeah, I think it's important that we get points on that drive coming out of halftime.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we're within a field goal. If our defense can still hold up like they have. Good look at the kickoff team. Coach Todd counting them up, make sure we got 11 going out on the field. Number 26, there's Ivan Rains. Number 20 to the left of him is Kilker.
Saw Brad Watson come in the picture there, the sophomore. Number 63. So these opening drives of the second half are always interesting to see how both offenses and defenses respond to what's happened there in the first half. And Wadsworth doing a nice job. Nice drive. It stalls because the Bees defense really bowed their neck and stepped up and made big plays. We settle for a field goal, and we'll see what Coach Black has up his sleeve.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Bees. They really did a nice job defending what they needed to do there to keep Wilstack from gaining anything. Taken right at the goal line. It looked like, was that Tyler Prost, number 11 on the tackle? Can't quite make it. Ernest getting up from the pile. Yeah, I think it was Ernest.
Lucas Reeser on the return.
So the Bees are going to take over on the 22-yard line. Now, something Coach Todd was very proud of, asked him about, was the program overall from grade 7 to 12. So far, the program only has 3 losses up and down the roster there. And there's a lot of good talent coming up for the Grizzlies. There was a hold on the corner there. They were holding Ivan Rain. Number 26 was being held by number 8. And no laundry on the field. It was a clear hold right in the front.
Every official in Wadsworth is throwing their flag on that play, but
from the stands.
From the stands, yeah. But nothing on the field. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for Brecksville. Colin Siebert in the first half surpassed 1,000 yards passing with that 95 yards in the first half.
Run, and the Grizzlies defense just buries the Bees running back.
Yeah, that is a great description. Buried the Bees running back, and Parker Ross on the stop. And I believe that was Viterovich.
There's a lot of different players came back on the field. They exchanged a whole new almost defense came out.
Yeah, you got Luke Ryder now at the nose.
3rd and 11. Steps up in the pocket, avoids the pressure and trips over his feet as he spins out of the pocket, trying to get away. And Grizzlies, got lucky there because they did a good job putting pressure on, but there was a lot of grass in front of him if he didn't go down. So to finish that, so only 3 losses throughout the program here. JV beat Twinsburg last week, 34-29, to remain undefeated. Freshman beat Brecksville 46-6. 8th grade, Squeaker beating Solon 52-0.
Oh my goodness!
And
Solon.
Yep, and 7th grade, 24-12 victors. High punt, not very far. It goes out of bounds. I think the Grizzlies are going to have the ball in real good field position around the 50.
Yeah, I think if you challenge that defense to come out and get a stop against that Bees and put your offense in good field position, that's exactly how you scripted it at halftime, and that's exactly what has happened.
So halftime adjustments worked on both sides of the field. So now Grizzlies with great field position at the 50. Let's see if, that looks like they're in place at the 49 of the Bees. Great field position. Let's see if we can do something with it. Figure out with the carry up the middle. Not much going on, but Evan Crowley and was it number 23 were having a little brawl off to the left there.
That's Zambunas.
Zambunas. And Crowley just got up, walked away, that's good because Crowley runs a little warm in temperature, and it's good that he just walked away. A good battle going on down there.
Gain of only 1 on the play now.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage and intercepted by the Bees. Number 10 comes away with the ball.
Well, guess who that is? I'll give you one guess. He's been all over the football field tonight. That's Lucas Reeser.
There's some pushing, shoving going on after the play as well.
So Reeser with a fumble recovery and now with an interception for the Bees.
Yep.
Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Number 34, Beach, gets up in the air.
And Beach is one of those two-way players for the Bees. And Lucas Reeser in the right place at the right time, and turnover, 3rd turnover of the night for the Grizzlies.
So now the Brecksville Bees, they take over on the 46-yard line with great field position. See if the defense can stay on the positive here. Ball's on the turf, and the Grizzlies pick it up. Ernest has it. He's going to score.
Scoop it, score for the Grizzlies.
Well,
no flags.
That was a great turn of events right there. Great job by Ernest.
Now we'll take a look at it, and the exchange is just bad there.
It just bounced right up into Ernest's arm. He didn't really have to bend over to get it, and off he goes. Madigan doing a nice job, leading to make sure he doesn't get touched.
I'll expect the unexpected in high school football. I mean, a scoop and score, we haven't seen that this year for the Grizzlies. We'll go for 2.
The first mistake so far tonight for the Bees. And do not believe Will Stack was able to get the ball across the goal line. He tried, he reached, but the Bees do a great job once again on that. So the Grizzlies do lead 17-13. Here's that replay again. You just see him, he puts the ball out there and he just
He doesn't even
Close his arms down.
He doesn't fold over the football. I almost feel like he didn't expect to receive the football, like it was a fake. And you're right, it just bounces right up into the arms of a Grizzly, and 6 points on the board. And that is the Bees' first turnover of the game that results in 7 points or 6 points for the Grizzlies.
Big swing of momentum, though. Very big. So 4:04 on the clock in the third quarter. The Grizzlies finally take the lead. Things are going a little bit more Coach Todd's way as you see him. So let's do it. Let's keep it going. Keep things rolling.
Well, my friend, I've got good news for the 50-50. There is a winner tonight. It's not me.
Thank you for your donation, Mike.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Checked in when he's getting ready to kick it off. And Bees let it go out of bounds. So we're going to get improved field position to take over.
Well, the momentum right now is clearly with Wadsworth. They come out of halftime, drive the football down the field. They end up getting the field goal to 3 points. They close the lead to 13-11. And second possession, we turn it over, and then the Bees just return the favor right back to us. And you've got to have some momentum now defensively. You've really got to put a stop here to the Bees to
keep the momentum going your way.
Yeah.
Coach Black, yep. Coach Black, things were going so well for us until that play.
Well, they talked about, playing within the limits of your game and handling the pressure of a big game. And for the Bees, this is a big football game for them.
Siebert drops back, throws, have plenty of time.
It's Keener on the reception.
He picks up 10 on that reception. Now this is going to come back interesting. Coach Black said, their loss, double overtime to Lake, was the first game that was close and tight for them.
Yes.
Be interesting what those Bees learned, because this is going to be a tight, close game the rest of the way out here.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be interesting to see what those Bees have learned. Number 5 with the carry, but
our number 5 is right there. Zach Wise on the stop.
Loss of 1 on the play.
We've done a great job stopping the run here early in the second half, as this Wadsworth defense is a repeat performance of what happened last week against Twinsburg. Tefteller is back at the nose. Luke Ryder at the right end and Wise at the left end.
Third down. 1 yard to go. Super empty backfield. Drops. Has push pressure. He rushes and down he goes. It'll be a 4 yards loss and sacked by who's getting up from that?
Looks like Ernest.
Ernest having a big second half. It's going to force a punt. Tyler Prost going back.
Oh, that time Wadsworth brings the pressure on Colin Siebert, and he tries to step up in the pocket, but he cannot escape. Sack recorded by that Wadsworth defense.
I think Madigan is back as well.
Yes, he is.
Tyler Prost thought was going to bounce a little bit further back and maybe into his arms, and it just dies in front of him. Grizzlies were going to take over near the 22-yard line. 2:23 left in the third quarter.
And this is one of those drives where you can begin. One, we talked about momentum just a few minutes ago, but now you create separation in this football game by driving the ball down, maybe grinding out the clock here going into the fourth quarter, and put another touchdown on the board. Because Brecksville had went in at halftime full of confidence, up 13-8 against a very good football team in Wadsworth. And Wadsworth has responded very well here coming out in the second half.
Here we go. Figure 8 to the left stack. Prost in motion. Drawl to figure 8. Lots of running room and just gets tripped up. Number 5 for the Bees. Rizzo comes in and trips him up. If not, figure 8 could have been running for a little bit more yardage.
Nice gain on first down of 6 yards.
Figure 8 with a carry, right up the middle again.
They might have gotten 2 on that. So Crowley has been asked to leave the football game by the official, as number 5, Evan Rizzo, also asked by the officials to leave the football game.
62 checks in, Jordan Jones, sophomore.
And for the Bees, number 32 checks in, Frank Aquila. Now, Rizzo and Crowley, both competitors.
Figure 8 met in the backfield, breaks the tackle, but then again, another bee hits him in the backfield. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he's going to lose at least a yard.
Yeah, Nathan Garrido in on the stop along with number 6 there. That's Owen Larkins.
They'll bring on the punt team for the Grizzlies.
A great defensive stop there by the Bees. Yeah, this could be a defensive battle here in the second half as we are under a minute remaining, believe it or not, in the third quarter.
Reese gets the punt away. Be taken and dropped.
That's the first mistake Reeser has made tonight.
He thought he had some running room and kind of forgot to tuck the ball away before he started running. Did the smart thing and just fell on it.
Sometimes you have a tendency to just peek down just a moment to see what's in front of you.
The Bees will take over at the 34-yard line with good field position. 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Grizzlies leading 17 to 13.
Thank you all for contributing to the Wadsworth High School Athletic Department. To assist us our lottery.
So we talked at halftime. Will the Bees stretch this secondary of the Grizzlies?
And so far the second half here, we're getting pressure on Siebert. There he goes, dropping deep. And there's the pressure. There's a draw play. And boom. Wow. Luke Ryder lowers the boom on the running back, and he is not getting up. Number 28, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's a Terovich. He's their workhorse in the backfield. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 165, and Luke came in from behind, reading the screenplay all the way.
Was that Luke Ryder or Parker Ross? No,
that's Parker Ross. Yeah, he gets there just as the ball gets there.
Good, clean hit. Physical hit. Maybe a second early. As a former defensive back, I think that's perfect timing.
As a linebacker, I would agree with you. They've got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, not looking at his legs or nothing like that.
So a break in the action, and Wadsworth will be in action next week at Hudson.
And that's a big-time game. Hudson, again, last night played against Twinsburg and did beat them. Now, Hudson does have one loss, or
Hudson has one loss to Cleveland Heights, yeah.
A very good Cleveland Heights team.
Yeah, we got 2 really difficult games coming up. Hudson, and then the following week, Nordonia.
If I'm correct, Nordonia is undefeated, if I'm correct. I believe they are. Playing at North Royalton tonight.
Yeah, the last time we checked on that score, I think Nordonia was shutting out the Bears.
Yeah, I think it was something like 14-0 early.
Well, it's good to see Turovich walk off under his own power. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bees.
Siebert rolls right. He's got pressure, throws. Caught, I believe, on the sidelines.
Yeah, catch is made by number 11, Ethan Palgut.
Really close to the first down marker and evidently enough for a first down. Number 12, Keener.
Keener on the catch.
Keener coming in tonight had 17 catches for 327 yards, a nice 19-yard average. Drops back. He's got pressure. Does a nice job getting away from the pressure. Picking up at least 1 yard on the scramble. Now that was a good offensive play call when they let the pressure come in and trying to do like a middle screen. Yeah. Great play because all of a sudden Grizzlies are getting pressure on the quarterback, but well covered by Parker Ross. That'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies do lead 17-13 with the fourth quarter and 12 minutes to go. So we got a break here. There was a few scout team players of the week. Cooper Gray, Landon Book, Casey Hill, and Christian Reed were all Robex scout team players of the week. We're giving a good look to the starters.
That, I think, is an underrated role that a lot of JV players, participate in during practice.
Not only that, steel sharpens steel, right?
Yeah.
So how can you get better yourself if you're not a starter? Is go against the starters and work.
And not only that, they have to, they're practicing playing the opposing team's offense and defense. So there's a lot that goes into that scout player of the week, and hats off to those young men. Yes, absolutely, for being recognized for those efforts. Now this one's been a tight one from the get-go. Your Grizzlies lead it by 4 as we start the fourth quarter. The only score in the fourth quarter was Wadsworth coming out on their opening drive and finding the end zone. So actually, I'm sorry, it was the field goal. And then it was the scoop and score. It put the Grizzlies ahead.
It's 2nd and 8. Rizzo with the carry right up the middle, number 5. Met by a host of Grizzlies. Maybe a 1-yard gain. Actually, they're going to call that a loss, it looks like.
Wholesale substitutions now for the Grizzlies on defense. Brady O'Connor out in the middle linebacker position. Third down and 8.
Three down linemen. You got Drew Jones coming off the left edge. Rizzo with the carry. And he goes down after a 3-yard or 4-yard gain. He'll bring up 4th down.
It looks like O'Connor was in on the stop there, along with Luke Ryder. That'll bring up, my friend, 4th down. So the Bees look like they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it, or maybe this is a little bit pooch punt by the quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah, they might try to get Wadsworth to be drawn off sides.
Yes, it's 4th and 5. Yep. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Yep, they're going to throw for it. Got pressure. Down he goes. Ball's on the ground. The Grizzlies take over with great field position. The pressure got there to him.
Yeah, the pressure was coming from both ends.
Yeah, Drew Jones off the left. I don't know who off the right.
I thought it
was Wise.
It might have been Wise off the right side. But again, Colin steps up in the pocket and looked like he got his feet tangled around his offensive lineman, and then he holds the football up and he just loses it. Second turnover here for the Bees in the second half. Wadsworth looking to capitalize on turnover number 2.
Coach Tess says, yes, please, we'll take more of that. Nice job by the Grizzly defense and really stepped up once again. Stack keeps it right up the middle, some running room this time. First time all night that Stack's got some yardage like that. Picks up the first down.
Yeah, he's reading that defensive end. That defensive end is keeping an eye on Figueroa. So it opens up the lane for Will Stack to move the chains for Wadsworth.
So you got trips to the bottom of the screen. You got Keating, Jones, and Tyler Post. I would leave Shriver at the top of the screen. Will Stack has a lot of pressure. Throws off the Caden Shriver, I believe, is intended receiver. Incomplete and out of bounds.
Yeah, nice effort on that far sideline.
Nice job just getting away from the pressure, too. Will Stack had to step up and then loop to the right.
This is second down and now for the Grizzlies. Ball remains on the 32-yard line of the Bees.
Brings second and 10. Figueroa with the carry.
Nice gain. Gain of about 6. That'll bring up a third down and maybe 3, maybe 4. Third and 4.
Owen Larkins makes the stop for the Bees. It's a third down and 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Which TV crew we got? Channel, is that
Channel 8.
Channel 8.
Nice welcome to Friday Night Touchdown. Fox 8 News in Cleveland coming down to Medina County and Wadsworth. Let's go, Wadsworth. Put a score on the board, and we'll call it we can't call it a sky score because I don't see a helicopter above.
Thrown off the post, who was in motion, and Bees do a nice job crowding him. I think he's going to lose a few yards on that.
I think Dinwiddie with a 38-yard field goal made.
Yeah. It does bring up 4th and 6 here.
Yeah, the ball is going to be placed on the 28-yard line.
Yep. So we'd make a 45-yard field goal attempt. So Grizzlies are going to go for it.
Yeah, he'd be kicking into the wind. There is a slight breeze here tonight at Arkwright Stadium.
Post in motion. Got pressure. Figueroa on the short side of the field and gets pushed out of bounds. Not enough for the first down. They're going to turn it over on downs here.
Yeah, he's going to be about 1.5 yards short.
And the Bees covered that pretty well.
Wadsworth fans are having fun with Owen Larkins on the near sideline. Robert, was that you when you played? You didn't like to go over and
Never
heckle the home crowd?
I would not heckle the home crowd. I've been heckled before, yes, as a player, but I would never do that. My, coaches were a little bit meaner back in our day.
Yeah, they were.
If we would have done that, one, you wouldn't be playing. Two,
you'd be doing a lot of laps on Monday.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be for sure. I'm running. Is that Rizzo on the carry?
No, that's number 34. That's Eli Beach.
Okay.
I think this is a critical moment for this Wadsworth defense on this drive right now as we're inside of 8 minutes.
For both teams, really.
Yeah.
The Bees have to score, have to drive down the field to score here. Get some kind of points, and the Grizzlies just flat out got to stop them. Seabrook dropping back. Caught. Nice coverage. Tackled right after it was caught.
Yeah, catch is made there by number 2, Carson Zapkar.
It looks like Ivan Raines. Was it Ivan Raines, number 26 on the tackle? On the coverage, yes, it was.
Yep.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Zapkar with a touchdown reception in the first half for the Bees. Big 3rd down for this Grizzly defense.
Siebert rolls right, got pressure, throws out of bounds, incomplete, and brings up 4th and 2. And here, would you be going for it? Or you have to put this way? I think you have to punt it away.
Yeah, I think.
My eyes.
Yeah, Jason Black, he hates to punt it away, but this is the right decision. You still have 6:45 left in the game. Your defense has played well. The difference in this game is a scoop and score if you're Brecksville. Your defense has played lights out pretty much all night long.
We got Madigan and Tyler Prost setting up deep near around their own 30. 6:45 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. Kick is up. It's going to go to Madigan. Madigan catches it, retreats a couple steps and stumbles, makes one B miss, reverses fields, got some running room. Still on his feet and taken down near the 40.
Now, Madigan's a powerful runner when he gets the football. And not only does he have power, he's got some speed and quickness, and a nice return by the sophomore on that punt.
A good look at number 23, Madigan.
And he's one of those kids who worked so hard in the offseason, put on 20 pounds of muscle, and not only improves himself physically, but he's playing a heck of a football.
Having a heck of a season, too.
Yeah. So pretty good field position here for Wadsworth with 6:29 left here in the football game.
I'm sure Coach Todd would love to be able to just grind it out with his offensive linemen and figure eight, but Brecksville Bees have been up to the challenge all night.
We talked about it at halftime. They're only giving up 11.5 points defensively.
And they have. That, wasn't for the scoop and score.
Right. Would be 11 points.
Figure eight, being patient, finds the hole, spins, still on his feet. Nice spin move. Hard fought, 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, and I think this is where you have an advantage if you're Wadsworth. Your offensive line, a good push up front. You're starting to see the Bees with the hands on the hips, maybe getting a little bit tired right now as this football game just inches on through the 4th quarter.
They're going to take every bit of the play clock down, let the clock run. They're going to try to keep grinding it out. Grind out a victory. Play clock's down under 10 seconds now. Willstack keeps it. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. He's going to pick up 2 there. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
I think 2 things. One, when you let the play clock run down like that, I think you're showing a lot of respect to Brecksville. But I think the other thing that you have to think about is, does it take you out of your offensive rhythm that you've been used to practicing and playing week after week?
Brecksville's showing blitz. Rizzo's standing right in the A gap. Now backs out. Other linebacker comes. That was that option play. Willstack keeps it, picks up the first down.
Now we got a flag on the play. We'll see.
I think it looked like a face mask.
Well, it came from the secondary, and Rizzo might have been. Rizzo of the Bees might have been flagged. He's walking around with his hands on his hips. He's not a happy man out there. The official will come talk to Coach Todd. Oh, no, holding on the offense. Maybe Rizzo was being held. Well, penalties have been a nuisance all season long for this Wadsworth Grizzly football team, and that negates a first down.
I will say they have less than they've had in the last couple games.
Absolutely, yes. So that's, instead of 1st and 10, it's 3rd and 7 now for Wadsworth.
Prost out. Colton Levitt in. Drew Jones is going to be at the bottom of the screen, number 2.
Play clock is under 10.
Down to 6 seconds, 5. Figure eight with the carry. Bounces it to the right. He has the first down, trying to stay in bounds, and he's pushed out, I believe. Yes, he is. Chains will move, though. That's the most important thing.
Now, senior leadership on the run. You're right. He's patient. He waits to bounce it outside. It just gets past the chain and will move them for another Wadsworth first down.
And I wonder if you're right. The Grizzlies' offensive line and just starting to wear down Brecksville here a little bit. Brecksville's been up to the challenge all night. Much improved team from last year, without a doubt. Figure 8 with the handoff to the right. Picks up near 5 yards. Stays in bounds. Clock's still turning.
Running behind big Eli Kaufman on that right side.
Coach Dodd wanted to give thanks to American Legion, providing last week's team meal from Antonio's. And also Mission Barbecue, who significantly reduced the cost for them to feed the vets and service members.
There's Figure 8.
Right up the middle. It's going to go in and score. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Well, we kept pounding the right side, Robert. Right. Let's run right up the middle with Figure. And you see the guards pull.
Yeah, guard tackle pulled to the right.
They show flow to the right, and we run back of that flow. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Jack Dinwiddie in for the extra point. Snap is back and is good. Kick is up, and it is good. Grizzlies go up 24-13. Nice insurance touchdown there. That was big.
There was a giant sigh of relief in Arkwright Stadium, I think, in the Figure 8 touchdown. Great response by Wadsworth coming out of halftime. 3 scores here in the second half, 2 touchdowns and the field goal.
Just like last week, it was completely different. Last week, coming out of the second half, same thing.
And just what great eyes there. Kyle breaks that tackle there, but great eyes to find the hole, threaded the hole, and off to the races. The senior enjoying that run.
Enjoying it because he knows it's been a hard-fought game. He's been pounding that rock up the middle.
Absolutely.
And not getting his customary 8 and 9 yards on every carry. Here, he finally busted up the middle. I'm sure he's now over 100 yards for the night or close to it.
Well, he had 76 at halftime. So, yeah, he's definitely over 100 yards for the night. And another fantastic football game by the senior tailback for the Grizzlies.
Next week, again, we're going to be at Hudson.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies, we're going to face probably one. Nordonia and Hudson back-to-back, and then home against Stowe. And then to a little away game in Maryland, I believe.
Yes. For the next 5 are on the road.
Taking at the 5 by number 23. He takes a big hit by Keating, number 19.
I felt number 58, Cody Marshall of the Bees, got away with a push in the block in the back. No flag on the play.
3:36 left in the game.
Well, we talked about extending this Grizzly secondary. If you're Coach Black, I think he's got to do that now.
Absolutely. No choice. He does have 3 timeouts. And the Grizzlies defense have played really well.
And the
really
challenge
well.
and the challenge that Secret has is we've been able to bring pressure on him, and he's not been able to set up in the pocket to hit the deep ball.
And that's all been in the second half. Quick throw off, bobbled, but caught by, I think, number 2.
Yeah, that's Carson Zapkar on the reception. But pressure was coming from that right side.
At this point, those Grizzlies have their ears pinned back and coming hard. You got Drew Jones on the left. Let's see who else in there now. You got Luke Ryder, number 9, in the middle. Figure 8 looks like he's
Figure's on the outside on the corner,
yeah.
Actually, the right end.
Yep. And here he comes. Bounces off the hands of number 2 once again, Zabkar. But the pressure was coming. He had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, you look at Figure out there. He's just not sure how many carries he has on the night, but he's out there playing the defensive end position. He's going to come out now because it's 2nd down and 10. And it looks like Bryce Polchak at the right end position. Sean Kincaid on the left.
Yes. To bring some speed off the ends is what they're trying to do here.
Luke Ryder in the middle at nose.
Ernest in the middle at linebacker. Nicely covered by Jackson Urksa, number 81.
Now that's a really good play by Urksa. It gets there at the same time the football does. Limits the gain to about 5, brings up 3rd and 6 now.
Clock down under 3 minutes. Tyler Prost had good coverage. He's going to be short of the first down. Short of the first down. He's going to bring up.
No, he's going to move the chains, I
Really?
believe. Is he? No,
It looked quite short to me, but okay.
It is 3rd down. One official, he's motioned. The near side official is motioned to move the chains.
And Coach Todd's asking him, what's going on here, Gazette?
I agree with you. I felt he was short.
Oh, hey, wait a moment. That sideline, that's Mr. Boffman, Joey Boffman, one Mr. Ohio's father, calling the game over there. Coach Todd's going to have a little fun with him after a game, I bet. Going deep.
Almost picked off over there on the coverage for the Grizzlies, which was 20. Is that Kilker?
Yep, Kilker, yep.
Zabkar was the intended receiver. So Siebert now 2nd down and 10, 2:12 remaining. Grizzlies up by 11. Now the difficulty you run in stretching the defense is you know you're going to stretch the defense.
Yeah. Siebert's got pressure. Down he goes.
Sack.
There he goes. Jones gets him down. He had lots of help and lots of pressure. Figure Eight was in there causing havoc.
See the tape just kind of hanging off of Figure Eight's arm there. You see Jones just fighting through the rush. Figure Eight was first there. Jones cleans it up.
Brings up 3rd and a long 19. We have Grizzlies, 3 of them back, 20 yards deep. Steps up in the pocket. Throws, caught, close to the first down marker. Let's see where the spot is. And it's going to be very close. Yep, the chains will move. And I think someone's going to get some heat from the home crowd here once they find out who that is on the sidelines calling that. .126 left in the game. Pressure again, steps up in the pocket. Intended for number 27, and Jackson Urksa had great coverage and broke that up.
Intended for Luke Raska. We're bringing 2nd down and 10 now for the Bees, and yeah, with a $1:19 left, this one's all but over. Down by 11, it would take. You've got to get a score immediately and get the onside kick.
Got pressure, Kincaid. Kincaid brings him down. Bull rushes, and so was number 55.
That's Bryce Polchak also on the
there.
sack. Each with half a sack there. Now that's a problem. You've got great coverage in the secondary because you know they're going to go deep because they have to. And so Wadsworth just bringing the pressure, pinning their ears back, going after Colin Siebert.
Coming off the edges as fast as they can. Figure Eight goes, hey, I want in on this. He's coming off the left end this time. Steps up. Siebert looks to throw. Caught. Not enough for the first down. He's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Yeah, passes complete to Kyle Keener. Keener getting up, limping a little bit.
Figure Eight goes to the right defensive end. Jones comes in at the left. He got a breather.
This will be the last play of the game.
Yep, down to 5 seconds. Siebert throws for the end zone. Incomplete, game over. Grizzlies win 24-13, a hard-fought victory. And once again, halftime adjustments. And they come out and execute those halftime adjustments to perfection almost.
Yeah. I mean, they held the Beast scoreless here, right, in the second half. 24-3, they win it. 2 touchdowns, field goal in the second half. Any last thoughts here before we say goodbye?
Well, hopefully they get out of here healthy tonight, and now they can focus on Hudson. Big game next week in the Suburban League. I don't know much more you can say. It's Hudson Wadsworth week.
Well, Wadsworth is in the thick of it now.
Absolutely.
At 4-1, they advance to 4-1. The Bees fall to 3-2. Next week we are at Hudson. The following week, Nordonia, the next home game. And on WCTV will be October 6th. That is the homecoming game against Stowe. And of Hudson and Nordonia, Robert, will have live streams.
Live stream, absolutely. For
Aiden Uzinski, Johanna Perino upstairs on the cameras. For our director, John Bernard, I am Mike Elkins, and for Robert Rickenbacker, good night, Wadsworth.
Good night.
There's a road closure. And
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.
Again, fans, if you're leaving, you're not going to stay for tonight.
Electrified light show. We ask that you move to the exits. We are going to turn all the stadium lights off when it's safe.
Oh, I know. Thank God she didn't get hurt. They were having so much fun. I wonder how many views they got. I know it got a lot of views. I better do it with my phone just in case. Oh, man. Take a picture of our setup.
Brecksville Bandit is great that you're staying. The closer you get to the home sidelines, the better you're going to be able to see. So if you can sneak down towards the out of bounds, it'll be better. And thank you very much for staying. That's really nice of you. Again, if you're leaving, you need to do that without lingering, because we are going to turn all the stadium lights off pretty soon. Brecksville, don't go any more towards midfield. They got fog machines out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Just a reminder, the Grizzly Marching Band will perform tomorrow night at the Massillon Tigers Band Show.
That'll take place at Massillon High School Football Stadium. You'll see some really good marching bands.
You're outvoted. You're outvoted. Why is that thing so high? I feel like I'm going to fall down.
That was his name, Jacob Ernest.
I would suggest all spectators find a seat. This is only going to take 10 or 15 minutes, give or take. And the rest of the stadium lights are going to go out. The bandsmen are lit up, but the stadium is going to be dark.
You have the audio with this one? Oh, okay.
A reminder, this is the show that the Grizzlies will do tomorrow night at the Massillon Band Show. Without lights and no smoke grenades. This is your last chance to escape. If you don't want to stay for the show, you should leave now. And once the show starts and the lights all go out, don't try to walk around.
Should I record it with my phone? Are you good? Okay. Don't touch anything. That's fine.
Now, under the direction of Dana Albrecht, Hire, and Sam Peel, percussion director Ryan Louie, percussion arranger David Seltzer, color guard directors Vanessa Lloyd and Jessica Corson, and front ensemble coordinator Adam Quinn. This is the 2023 Wadsworth High School Marching Band. On the field, the band is led by drum majors Anna Wallace, Ethan Kuznick, and Jake Rolla. We begin tonight's heavy metal show with AC/DC. Lead guitarist Angus Young was asked to respond to critics that said all 11 of their albums sounded exactly the same. He said, "I'm sick of people saying that. In fact, we've made 12 albums that sound exactly the same." Their 1980 Back in Black album has sold 50 million copies, and tonight Anna Wallace leads the title song. Here is AC/DC's Back in Black. In 1969, Come Together was released by the Beatles. In 1995, Michael Jackson released his version. The Arctic Monkeys performed their version at the 2012 opening ceremony of the London Olympics. And tonight, Ethan Kuzmic leads our Grizzly Marching Band in Aerosmith's 1978 heavy metal version of Come Together. What would a heavy metal show be without a song from Metallica? Tonight's first Metallica selection sold 30 million copies worldwide. Despite it being based on the concept of childhood nightmares, NASA Mission Control would use it to wake up the space shuttle astronauts. We feature our company front formation and color guard performer Matty Wademan as Jake Robach leads Metallica's Enter Sandman. When inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2009, Metallica played both Enter Sandman and our final heavy metal song. This Metallica song was the first heavy metal recording selected by the Library of Congress for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, and remains the most played heavy metal song of all time. We featured color guard performer Sidney Fuson as Emma Wallace leads our band in Metallica's Master of Puppets. We hope you enjoy tonight's heavy metal show. This is the 2023 Wadsworth Grizzlies Marching Band. Again, thank you all very, very much for staying. Wait, we'll turn the lights back on maybe. And Brecksville band, thank you very much for staying. That was really nice of you. Have a safe trip home. No!
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.